Alright guys, this is another how-to video on the channel, and we are making a holder for a 24-ounce energy drink can. Let's hop right into it. I'll show you how to make it. Alright, so for this project you're going to need two washers that are like really huge, but basically they're just big enough to where your can can fit on the inside lip. And I mean, this is really big. Then you need a small washer, you need a 7/16 nut and bolt, you need a piece of flat strap that's pretty thick for whatever you're going to mount it to, and then you need some really thin stuff to bend around this washer here, and then you need a piece of pipe 7 inches long and then big enough to where the 7/16 nut can fit on the inside of it. That's pretty much all you're gonna need. I'm gonna just show you how I go about making these. Alright guys, so what I did is I took this die grinding bit and I die grind the center of this out so that it can fit on the top of the can. And you'll want to do that as well if you're gonna be using a 24-ounce NOS can like I am. Let's get into the next thing, which is cleaning these. Cleaning them up real nice, you know, getting them nice and shiny so I can weld on them good and so that they look nice. Yeah, let's get right into that. Alright guys, I got everything cleaned off. As you can see, all nice and clean. Actually, I am missing a piece, but got everything nice and clean. We're setting the welder up, turning the gas on, plugging it in. I think what I have this thing set to. I got on like 5. I probably turned that to like 6 or something, so I get some good stickage on there. And I'm just going to kind of show you how you weld this on here. This is probably going to be the hardest part, and it's pretty easy. So let's show you how we're going to do that right now. Okay guys, filmed that last clip the wrong way. I'm sorry about that. Keep in mind I'm not a welder when I'm doing this, but what you're going to do is you're going to set this piece of flat steel flat on the table, clamp the washer down to your table, put a nice tack on that first one, and then you're going to bend it around like that, and then put a tack there, and then, you know, just bend it around again, put a tack there, bend it again, put a tack there, all the way around. Very simple. A baby could do this. Don't blow through the thin metal like I did, but happy mistakes guys, happy mistakes. And yeah, I'm just gonna do that all the way around, and then I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do when I get to this point right here. I have gotten to the part where this is gonna meet up, and call me the eyeball king. When I bend this around, I think it's gonna meet up perfectly with that, and it will be just right, and I won't have to cut any access off. So I'm pretty freaking impressed that I did that. But if it doesn't meet up, what I would do, if you just cut it like really long, just bend it over and weld it, and then cut it right at that seam, bend it over, hammer it over, put a tack there, and yeah, this is looking pretty great. Welds aren't perfect by any means, but I can't believe I made that perfect just with my eyeballs, guys. That's crazy. I got that welded up. Not the prettiest, but now I'm gonna put this pole on, 7 inches long, and so that nut can fit in there. And I'm basically just gonna make it look like it's, you know, like it's straight up and down this way, and make sure it's straight up and down this way. And I'm just gonna throw some tacks on it and call it good. And then will be the next step. Weld it on. Ta-da! Kind of straight, little bit, doesn't really matter to me. Next, this is the top part that's gonna go on here. That's gonna hold your bottle in place. And now I have to weld this little tiny washer to this big washer. Not rocket science. I just put this washer like on its very edge, like it's just touching this and on the bottom. Pretty simple. Alright, boom, just like that, that's on. Next, this nut is gonna get welded on the inside, just like that. Put a few tacks on it, make sure it's straight up and down, and you'll be right as rain. Okay, now we have got that bracket on. I didn't show any of this because this is gonna change in between what car you're using, you know, or where you're putting it. I'm putting it on the under fender well, and I found out that one bolt is good enough to hold these. So yeah, that's what I did. One bolt right there, little tiny bracket. Let's go throw it on the car and see what it looks like. Let's see if my flippin' eyeball engineering worked out this time. Probably not. All right guys, so I lied. I already test fitted it. I think it's close enough to where I want it, and I'm gonna throw clear coat on it. This is just Rust-Oleum clear coat. You guys could use black, you guys could use pink, you guys could use any color you want. I'm gonna do a clear coat because I think this metal is looking pretty metal. So I'm gonna chuck some clear coat on there, let it dry overnight, and then chuck it on the car and plumb it all in. And then we'll see what it looks like. Okay guys, it's the next day. I got the mount on and the can in, and it's looking tough. Now I'm gonna drill a hole in this lid, and what I do with this is I just take the piece of pipe off, and I take a step drill bit, and I just keep on going until this pipe just fits in there, like a really tight squeeze. And it's basically airtight, and then I drill a hole in this rubber back here, and yeah, that's all you have to do. Works really well. I also got my hose routed where I want it, so I think this will be pretty good, guys. This is looking really nice. Alright guys, so here we go. Got it in the vise, got a glove around it so it doesn't get scratched, and I'm just using a drill bit just like this. I'm gonna find the center and just go right through it. Pretty simple. Hey guys, boom, there it is. That hole is really small. That pipe just fits through it. Got a hole through that plastic piece. Got the hose pulled through, so it's gonna be at the bottom of the can. Go ahead and put this cap on. I don't have that tight yet. I gotta tighten that down. But there's the plan. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and route this wire, route this tube, I mean, not the wire. Route the tube just where I want it, make it look good, and then fill that can up, and we'll be good to go. So it's been a couple days, and while I was editing this video right here, I realized I never showed you how the bracket even worked. So I'm gonna show you that right now. Alright, here's how it works. So as you remember, we welded a nut in that pipe, and basically you just take the 7/16 bolt out, just like so, like that. 7/16 bolt comes out. You take the lid off, the tube, and then you take this off, and then you take the can out. Super duper simple. As you can see, this little washer goes over that nut. Take the bolt, put it in the nut. How am I messing this up right now? There we go, put it in the nut. Ratchet. Tighten that, or get your can where you want it, I guess. Duh. Get your can where you want it. Tighten it back down. Lid. Boom. Super duper simple, and it looks sick. Okay guys, that's the video. I hope it helped. I hope you make one for yourself, because these things look sick and they're super easy to make. So go out and make one. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, hit the subscribe button. And until then, I'm just that 81 Camaro kid. Peace out.